Joanna asks, do moms really still want a 2.5 hour preschool program? Like, doesn't everybody need full-time daycare? And also, don't moms want 4 hour preschool, et cetera, et cetera? Well, here's the thing, my friends, that I know to be true. Yes, 100%. There are still moms out there that want a 2.5 hour preschool program because they stay home with their kids and they don't want a daycare setting and they don't want the long hours. They don't want to pay for extra time that they don't need. And especially with the 2.5 hours, it's just enough for them to be able to feel like, hey, I can go, get the cooking done or the cleaning done, or get in the shower, get myself ready, go to the gym, or I can go shopping and get all the shopping done without the kids, or be at home and spend more time with the littler ones who aren't going to preschool age yet, or if it's the last one who just went to preschool, now I get free time by myself. So, like, moms love a 2.5 hour window. If you told a mom, hey, you know what, you could have a 2.5 hour window, kid free, well, at least one of your kiddos, or two if you have the ages 3 to 5, for X amount a month. If we actually position it like that, every mom ever would sign up, because that's truly what we're doing. Yes, we're obviously helping their child get ready for kindergarten. We're helping them socialize. We're helping them make friends and all of those things and have fun. However, from the mom's perspective, she wants that, but she also loves the side benefit of, hey, now I get some time by myself. Now I get some free time. Now I get time to pour back into self-care, or I just get a break, right? Every mom out there wants a break. And so yes, 2.5 hour programs 100% still work. So there's so many of our all-stars who are finding success again with our 2.5 hour preschool program. I've been doing this for 15 years now. So not only did I have my own program running for 10 years, and we had over 1,000 students in it through those 10 years, at a 2.5 hour program, but we also have Rita Farina, who does a 2.5 hour program in Texas. And her classes, she is over 100 students. We have Anita Gerber, who runs a 2.5 hour program in Utah. She has over 100 students. So the 2.5 hour program is 100% still effective. Okay. It didn't go anywhere. Some people are like, but what if I do a 4 hour preschool class? You don't need to do a 4 hour preschool class, right? Like, what happens is the more hours you add to your program, the less you're making per child per hour, which means you're just making less money. Moms don't need a 4 hour program unless they're driving like 45 minutes to you, and then they want all that time afterward, and then they're driving 45 minutes back to pick up. Otherwise, and even a 45-minute drive doesn't make any sense for that mom. So it's not going to happen. There are very few programs, I can literally count them on one hand, who had a 4 hour program and were successful. But honestly, they were still struggling with their numbers, right? We've got Becky Reed and Jamie Rodner. They created a 4 hour program that was in a church, and they had a fabulous program. They taught over 600 students in their program over the 9-year period they owned their preschool. But in that, they also struggled with their numbers and their metrics because they didn't have two programs running. They only had one per day. You can't do two 4 hour programs. That's a huge program. What are you going to do? A 9 to 1 and then a 2 to 6? Do you see what I'm saying with the 4 hour program? That's the problem. You can only run one. If you can only run one, then your classes may be full. But because you're charging less, even if you're charging a higher tuition, parents aren't paying like the premium amount they would have paid for a 2.5 hour program. They're starting to get a little bit of a discount because now they're paying for a 4 hour window, right? So it's truly like the best of all worlds. You get the most tuition. The parents get the right amount of time, not too much, not too little. You don't have to bend over backwards for every parent. Trust me, stay-at-home moms or part-time working parents love the 2.5 hour window. And it produces the most profit in your bank account at the end of the day, because if we don't have enough profit, guys, we will close our businesses. If we don't have enough money to feed our family, if we don't have enough money to have money left over to actually like meet our needs, which is, hey, I do want to pay off debt. I do want to go on vacations. I do want to travel. I do want to have my kids go to extracurriculars. Like, I want to become financially free. If we don't have extra money left over at the end of the day, how is this any different than a job, right? So that's the beauty of a business, is you're in control of setting your class times. You're in control of setting the tuition rates, but there's still parameters that we have told you to put in place to help you be successful with that. And yes, produce financial freedom. Yes, to have a sellable asset at the end of this. I sold my preschool after 10 years because we had recurring revenue every single month of over $30,000. So of course, it was an incredibly lucrative business for anyone to buy. And a bank could see that and say, they have a $30,000 a month track record for this business. Yeah, that's good enough for us, right? She's been in business for 10 years. So it is an asset you can sell at the end of the day to gain that financial freedom as well. So I wouldn't mess with the model. Okay. Don't mess with the model. The model works because it is a model. It is proven true. Over 15 years, thousands of preschools being created using this model. My book, Start Your Preschool, walks you through the exact process to be able to do this. Okay. Start Your Preschool. Let me go ahead and put into the chat the link. Well, I guess I'll have to do it there, but then I'll put in the chat the link here. Make sure you get a copy of that book. It is the number one resource. It is the only resource, but it is for sure the number one best as well, because I made sure it was the best, to how to start a preschool. We're not talking daycares. We're talking private preschool programs for a 2.5 hour class. Then they go home. That's a local program. If you're doing online, do not run a 2.5 hour program. Local program should be 30 minutes max. Online program should be 30 minutes max, but we're not going to talk about online because that was not the question. All right, friends, I hope that served you. Be sure to go get your free copy of my book, freepreschoolbook.com. And by the way, don't forget, we open our doors 2 times a year to Preschool All Stars in October and April. And sometimes we let in early birds early. So you definitely want to make sure that you're on the early bird list. Go to preschoolallstars.com to jump onto the early list to get into Preschool All Stars and get our help with getting everything done for you: the preschool business, the marketing, the curriculum, the forms, the guidelines, the policies and procedures handbooks, the software, the website, the how to market, everything. It's literally everything you need. It's called Preschool All Stars, and it's amazing. Can't wait to serve you in there. We'll see you soon, friends. Bye.